各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩轩辕剑3云和山的彼端 or as we know it in English, the legend of Sword. No, we're here at Xuan Yuan Sword 3, Mystery on the Mountains is the game we are playing, so I am very happy to get that started. If you remember, we are climbing the Heavenly Mountain, or I guess Mount Tian, I guess would be how you would actually say it. And here we are in front of Nicole. So I will heal now before I continue, just in case we have to fight her. But I don't know we have to fight her. We'll find out soon enough. Give ourselves divine healing. Kama has quite a bit of magic power, so she'll be okay. Use some of it to... Anyway, let's make sure that we are indeed online, since I don't know if anyone's watching right now. Oh, hello, Lucian Queen. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, sorry for the late start, guys. I actually was going to try to start earlier, but took me a little time to get set up. But here we are. So, let's go ahead and talk to Nicole. See what she's got to say. Septem, how could you abandon everyone in the middle of the journey and leave all by yourself? Uh-oh. Let's see. Nicole, now you look like the Nicole that I'm familiar with. Yeah, in Chinese it's more like your appearance now looks like the Nicole I'm familiar with, but I just localized it a little bit there. But did you two come here with the intention of helping Miles stop me? Or I guess did you come here with the... Well, yeah, stop. Yeah, it's the word for block me, yeah, or block me from going forward, maybe. Let's see. We have traveled together for such a long time. You couldn't still not understand just my true... how do I say this? Maybe I'm trying to say in English. How would you say this? Let's see. We've been traveling together for so long, and you still not under... And let me think. It couldn't be that you still don't understand my true my nature, or my personality. Maybe I could say that too. Or me, you don't know how, you don't, it could be something like, if I were to translate it, we've been traveling so long, you know how my personality is. Maybe it would be better. Let's see. I have always acted for the sake of my own dream, for the sake of of the people that I respect, and most importantly, my sense of free will. Yep. But Miles wishes for me to fulfill his ambition of conquering the world. I am not willing to become someone's puppet for the sake of their own ambition. No, that's not it. yeah. I also trying to read ahead of time so that I can reform the question, the statements better. Anyway, I also should set up the dictionary just in case, but I pretty much know what you say. Yeah. Let's see. Lord Satan truly truly sees you as a friend. Let's see. He really does remember fondly you. Let's see. Your past life where let's see. How do I say this? No, wait. He truly does. He truly remembers fondly the friendship your past life and he had when you were challenging the heavenly realm. My past life. Just what kind of relationship did my past life and Miles' past life have? Let's see. You and he were originally angels from the heavenly realm, but Lord Satan were and the leader of the angels, Michael, were twins. See, okay, so a real quick thing. That is, I don't think they are twins generally in Christian, like in like Protestantism. I don't know if that's a thing from Catholic or Orthodox belief. Yeah, so that's why this is also to connect. Exactly. Remember, there's the statue of Michael, so that's why he was mistaken for Miles, because they originally were angels. What is true is that, like, that Satan's angel name was Lucifer, so that's why, like, when he was an angel, he was called Lucifer until he rebelled against God and fell, and then he became Satan. The other thing to mention, do you remember I talked about whether the concept Islam has how Islam views Satan? It's kind of viewed very similarly, like generally very similarly to Christianity. So I found out because it's Shatin, or like Iblis is how they call Satan generally, but he's the Shatin or Satan, which is the same word, the deceiver. So he is also not favored. So it's actually kind of funny that like the armies of Islam would be helping a guy named Satan, even though the religion is like, don't follow Satan. He's a deceiver, and he's an enemy. He's an enemy. I mean, so it's actually just kind of funny that like I'm like, technically Christianity and Islam both don't like Satan, so this doesn't really, I guess technically it wouldn't work, but you know, I just thought I'd let you know. I remembered that I was looking this up about about Islam. But yeah, the twin thing is an interesting twist, because generally that's not how, like, they're not seen as twins. In fact, like, angels are seen as created. But anyway, it's also, we're not entirely we don't know. Like, it's not said how the angels came into be. It's just only that they're created. I don't believe they're not born. It's weird. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna get into this. Let's continue. Sorry. But in the end, God chose Michael as the leader of the angels. So Lord Satan was very displeased. So he summoned... let's see. So he summoned some of his closest friends in the heavenly realm to rebel. Let's see. You were among his most trusted one. Let's see. You were the most trusted among them. Oh yeah, you're right. Archangel. I don't know why. Yes, The leader of an angel is literally the archangel. You're right. Sorry. I was just like, that's right. They have an actual title for that. I don't know why. I didn't think why I was like not thinking about that. Yeah, in Chinese it's called 天使长, so that's why I translated it literally. But I was like, oh wait, yeah, there's an actual title for that. Archangel. Yeah, there are classes of angels like cherubim and seraphim. I forget. I think seraphim's higher than cherubim. I'm forgetting now. Yeah, this is not great because like I should know this, but like, granted, like there are, like it's not that it's I guess it is like there are other parts of the Bible that are probably more relevant to your regular life than simply like for a Christian, like a regular life compared to like whether or not you know the difference between a cherubim and a seraphim. But you know, it's still good to know that stuff. It's very fascinating too, and like it's always fun to see like the stuff that's outside like of the Bible in the Christian religion. Even then, there is no Christian religion. It's itself. There's just so many different variants, so it gets a little crazy. It's kind of a wide world of its own, but we're not going to jump down that rabbit hole because all we care about is Septim at the moment. So that is how it was. But a past life is merely a past life, but let's see. And the current life is a current life. I guess like I'm trying to think in English how I would say that. I mean, he's just saying that like, but the past. It's more like but the past was the past and the present is the present, something like that. It's more like he's saying like, well, that, like there are two different things. That was then, this is now. Yeah, actually, great. There you go. There's the English. But that was then and this is now. I mean, I was just kind of trying to like, yeah, cause I was trying to bring it in because he's talking specifically about his past life. But like, I know it really is that was then, this is now. Let's see. My present self has his own goal. Let's see. You can go ahead. You can go back to Miles and pass that word along. I'm also sorry if I have a little bit of allergies, so if I don't sound not great, it's because I'm still like they're trying to wait for that medicine to like clear my nose up. It is a little better than it was earlier, but it was pretty bad. Okay, I was just double checking. I got it. No, Lord Satan commanded me. Commanded me, even if I have to use unscrupulous means to. Nicole, I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to fight you. Let's see. Instead, would you like to travel together with me like you did before? What should I do? Lord Satan trusted me so much, so that's why he asked me to stop you. I have always liked you, Septim, but I really respect Lord Satan. So, just what should I do now? Nicole. She chose not to fight. Yeah, she was just like, she can't do it. We'll go ahead and save here. I was not sure if there would be a fight, so that's why. Anyway, we got the Snow Lotus of Mount Tian, or yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this one is more like, I don't know if I should translate. I would feel like I should translate Mount Tian to, even though it literally means like heavenly mountain. Ooh, counting up that part. Oh, I obtained the ghost cloud. I didn't even know that was a thing object you could collect. We died? Oh, come on. No, we died. Don't you side with Lord Satan too? Oh, come on. Why you guys gotta do this to Septum? No. Mount Tianshan? I guess you could, yeah. But, like, I know it's kind of funny. Mount Tian Mountain is literally what that would be, but I always find it really funny. Like, because, like, there's, like... Yeah, but it's fine. Whichever. Feel like that's acceptable, too. Alright. Wadad? Oh... My husband, please go back with me. You always find it weird how sometimes that's the English translation for some mountains. I know, it's always funny. I mean, there are some things like there's like a famous that's also not even exclusive to like Chinese named mountains. I always not find it funny, like there's a show called Ninja Warrior, which is like itself a English localization of a show called Sasuke in Japan. So they, to keep the continuity of like the show, they call like the obstacle, because that's what it's called in Japanese, they call the obstacle Mount Midoriyama, which is kind of funny because Midoriyama means green mountain, so it's literally Mount Green Mountain. It's really funny sounding. Funny if you think about what it's actually translated to. Most English speakers don't know that, so of course it sounds totally fine, and it keeps the feel of like a little the reference to the original show. Mount Shifu triggers me so much. Oh, wait, which because like. Oh, Master Shifu. Sorry, I read Mount Shifu. I don't know what I just didn't read that properly. Yeah, no, Master Shifu seems really weird. Like, that's super weird because, of course, if you know, even English speakers will know, who are practice Kung Fu, for instance, know that Shifu, it means master. So it's just funny. Master, it sounds feels silly. It would be like Master Sensei or something. It's just so, which is so weird. Anyway. So, yeah, translation is funny. Anyway, we don't insist that we go back with her. You know that's not gonna happen. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Septo. I feel you. Just let me read what he's saying. Widad, you are the one that has always understood me the best. Well, I never would have thought that you two would come to stop me. Yeah, I'm disappointed too, Septim, and I'm not even you. Yeah, I would have thought. Exactly. Come on, we died. That's why I'm so disappointed in her. I'm like, you know he doesn't want to do this. Why would you do that to him? Come on, we died. I know you have your own thoughts of how things should go, but come on. Yeah, I think some people, I remember there was like a streamer that was, I actually watched a bit of this game on the stream before, up to like, remember I told you it was all the way back to the mobile island was where I ended, so I was actually blind playing all the way from that point. But I think she was like super not happy with Dad. She's like, I don't like this pairing. She just couldn't stop complaining about it. I just can't support this. I was like, oof, that's tough. So I wonder it's maybe because of what's gonna happen. This is what's happening now. But anyway, let's continue. Let's see. Why shouldn't I stop you? These 5 years, the two of us built together the happiest homeland, maybe like the happiest family, but it's not a family. And maybe I think like maybe it would be a homeland, wouldn't it? Because I'm like, that's a little bit. I guess it would be the happiest homeland. I watched a bit of an English page to see the localization. The person playing the game also complained about Widad too. Oh really? I mean, they got to this point and they complained about her. Oh no, honestly, fair enough. Happiest homeland, and if a single thought, you just. Let's see. And after one single thought, you yourself just decide to go leave. Well then, what about me? They came out ever since they met her in the ice island. Dang, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that the Chinese player was complaining about her. It's just kind of funny. The parallel, the English speaker who also played this game is also complaining about her. Oof, that's kind of rough. Like, I don't dislike her at all. Like, she can have really great moments, but right now it's not one of her great moments for sure. It's getting a little bit like, Anyway, let's continue. Let's see. Anyway, I know I have truly caused trouble for you in that aspect, but I really have thought about this clearly. The riches and glory that bind me in the kingdom of Islam, all of those things I truly do not want. Widad, my most beloved wife. Do you truly not wish to be together with me, to head to the kingdom of Tang in the east? Let's see. My husband, I too am not someone who is bewitched by glory, but I have been born in the kingdom of Islam and grown up within it. My homeland, it is my homeland. I love the kingdom of Islam and all within it. Yeah, it's tough for her. I am trying to, I do understand that, like, it's not. Whereas, like, I don't think too much about it. She's not my favorite, but I really just how she can sit and keep them by her side before the 5-year time skip happened, when she knew he had the mission to go to Shaolin. Yeah, it's like she turned back on her word, you know? Like, she said, oh, I'll let you go, and then suddenly she decided not to, because she's like, I can't let you leave. Yeah, that wasn't so good. Like, it hasn't been a good, like, right now, like I think, like I'll just a really quick thing about Widad, really quickly, since since this is now relevant. Like, it's more like, it's not that like I could understand. I understand, like, given the nature of how things were back in the past, it's very, very hard to see people or meet people again if they go on a very far away journey, because of the nature of communication and transportation was just not like not the way it is like today, where it'd be pretty easy to travel and communicate. Whereas those days, you don't have a reliable way of communicating and transportation or moving around somewhere. So if someone traveled far away, you have and given how long the journeys would be, you have no guarantee of their safety whatsoever. So sometimes when people travel away, it really was going to be the last time. So I could kind of understand like why she decided like at the very last moment to like try to keep him there, because it was like she had finally gotten to see him for another time, and then like he was going to leave again, and who knows if he could come back alive, like, and that's fair. Like I get it too. So I'm trying to be understanding, and now she's also kind of torn where, like, unlike Septim, the kingdom of Islam is where she grew up. It's where her family is. Like, it's not that as easy for her. It'd be the same. It's just kind of like it's harder for her compared to him, because his homeland is not the Abbasid Caliphate. His homeland is is the kingdom of the Franks. So he's not nearly as involved, or he doesn't have the same level of familial connections. So I kind of understand why it's not that easy for her. So I'm trying not to dislike her too much, even though like it's not great what she's doing. But so I'm really torn on her, honestly. Like, it's like I don't like that you're doing this, but I also can't like fault you. Like, you have understandable reasons for doing this. But that's why it's complicated. It's so tough for her. He's in a really tough spot. Yeah. Let's see. Today you are willing for the sake of your own dream, to go into foreign soil. Go into a foreign kingdom. But why have you never thought about why I myself would not be willing to go? We died. Come, my husband. If you wish to fulfill your dream, you will have to defeat me. Otherwise, you will go back to Baghdad together with me. Yikes. Yeah, she's not going to let you go that easy. Yeah, that's just... I kind of... Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I don't even... Like, she's not... I don't think she's right for doing this, but I can understand the reasons too. That's why I'm not. It is just a tough situation. Oh no. Okay, Kama here says, Septim, I won't be able to help you this time. As a woman, I can truly understand Widad's feelings. Of course you can. Well, this really sucks. Let's see. Because I consider both of you my friend. I am going to be very, very fair, I am very fair, and I have decided not to help either side. Meow. Yeah, Ankh would stay. Ankh's like, I'm staying out of it. You're all my friends. I can't do it. Yep. So it will be 1-on-1. Sorry, Widad. We'll have to put. Septim says, Widad, don't waste your strength. You can't defeat me. It's true, Septim has already smacked her down a few times. Widad says, I don't care. Unless you kill me, I won't let you leave here. Yeah, I was afraid. Like, Widad, don't say that though. He loves you. He will never want to kill you. Like, just that's a little much. Like, don't say that to him. Oh well. Let's continue. I have a feeling we won't be killing Widad, but we'll have to knock her out though. Oh, should I use the ultimate technique and put an end to this really quick? Actually, I won't, so let's just use regular attack. Yeah, she can't. She has no chance of defeating us if she's doing 69 damage. Yeah, I'm not going to use the ultimate technique because, like, I don't think there's a need unless she does something crazy powerful. Yep, she's done. Widad says, Septem, why must you leave me time and time again? Why? Why? Yeah, I figured. Let's see. Widad, I'm sorry. This time I'll have to have you go back to have the burden of going back to Baghdad by yourself. Anyway, well, really quickly, sorry. Septem, are you perplexed? She truly is a very good child. Yeah. I mean, she's not a bad person. Like, at all. I have to agree. Let's see. Truthfully, I really am a little bit, or like, are you maybe at a loss would be, or like, are you? Yeah. How do I say? Truthfully, I really do have. I really am slightly at a loss. Or like I have the little sliver of being at a loss is literally what the text says, but maybe I'll say a little at a loss. I just wish to hurry to the kingdom of Tang, finish my journey so that I can return and be together with her. One who has lost the ability to a heart to empathize and be compassionate toward others will never obtain the spirit of the rule, but will never be able to understand the spirit, the rule of benevolence. For you to have that kind of heart, I feel that it is very good of you to have that kind of heart. Or very good of you to be able to have those kind of thoughts. Maybe that would be better. Basically, he's saying like it's good on you that you still could understand from her point of view too. You're trying to still think about her point of view too, because it's very true. He could have been The alternative would have been he's like, no, I'm right. Deal with it. Like, I don't care. Like, I have to follow what I think is right, and I don't need to, like, it's not like that's it. You can't convince me. But he was still trying to like, he still loves her. He still, of course, feels bad about having to do this. That's why he wants to, like, I don't want to give up on what I want to do, but I'm still going to come back. Anyway, that's a super easy fight because Widad can't, just like has like no chance of beating you. Widad, let's get out of here. Oh, are we at the top now? I think this is this track from the previous games. It does sound very familiar. I know it's like Xiaopeng. It was like young kid, literally, but kind of big. Anyway, he was saying, "Kid, have you heard of an immortal living in the area?" Kid? I haven't seen a kid in the area. Little boy, I'm asking you. Are you not a kid? Let's see. Yeah, well, that's impudent. What do you... I'm not some kid. I am the child of the most famous and great Xuan Yuan sword. I think that's how I would translate it. It really means like the child of the Xuan Yuan sword. Yes, you have a very long name. Well then, Mr. Child of the famous great Xuan Yuan sword, have you heard about whether or not there is a immortal living in the area? Well, the immortal has already been waiting for you for a long time inside the stone cave. The stone cave, maybe? Shiku is like... Yeah, it's the stone cave. Like, sometimes it could be a grotto, but they're not in ocean, so it's a stone cave. Or a rock cave. Remember, next time you should ask politely like you did just now. Alright, he just says the same thing. So, there's a bunch of caves here. So, first let's heal up. Let's go explore. Alright, this is it just says it's a stone room inside the Mount Tian. This is the priest, Sagai, or I don't know how it's presented in English. Let's see. Our Father in heaven has left us a prophecy here. It says that in the year 2000 there will be a demon who will bring chaos to the world. It will use a window to permeate the entire world, and once inside, control the future of humanity. Sorry, I'm just double checking my work. This prophecy is far too let's see. It's far too cryptic. I must decipher its meaning so that I can warn the people of the world. Yeah, I don't really, Is it a reference to something kind of interesting? Yeah, it just says the same thing, in case you're wondering. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop mashing the A button. I'm getting punished for trying to decide. See what he has to say. Hold on, let's go. This is it. Whoa. I think he's reciting poetry. Let's grab this in the back, though. The Immortal Lotus. I think it's Lotus, is it Seeds? Oh, hold on. I really should just clean up my ornament inventory. Yeah, the leaf. Yeah. So this one allows you to resurrect someone for 100%. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's organize things. I'm not even going to try to translate this poetry stuff that's happening in the background. It's too fast and it's not important to the plot, it seems. This is the Hongdu Taoist, Yang Tongyo. Tongyo is the name and Yang is the last name. Lots of fortune. Maybe skim, but don't translate too much of it. Yeah, it's fortune reading anyway, so it's like it's not meant to be easy to. It's meant to be cryptic, so like anyway. Hold on, let me just see what am I doing here. He observes the stars of every night to learn the future and path. Yeah. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, thank you. I was about to say that, but that's fine too. Every midnight, I observe the stars on the peak on the mountaintop. Yeah, it is the mountaintop. It's like in Chinese, it's like the mountain peak, but it would be the mountaintop in English. To know the future and the past. Sometimes says like, have you done any research into Western astrology, or does China have its own astrology as well? All right. Right. This is the fortune telling technique of the Qi Zheng Si Yu. Qi Zheng Si Yu is like the 7. I don't know how to translate this. Like what I don't know what it's called in English. This is, in any case, it's a fortune telling technique of or fortune reading technique. Maybe that's how we say it. Yeah, technique. A Chinese person can use the location of the constellations in the sky in order to determine whether something is auspicious. Yeah, so it's kind of it is. I always thought it is kind of interesting that there are different types of astrology. Let's see. As long as one can calculate the I'm trying to see. Calculate the location of let's see, how do I say this? Of one's zodiac, like of one's birth zodiac among in the zodiac. I know it's kind of weird. Like, how do I say this? Like, it's because like when you're born, you're born under a certain something of the zodiac. Like instead of like in Chinese, it's more like a animal usually. So I forget like which animal of the zodiac you're born under. Maybe that's a better word. How would have? But that sounds very informal when he doesn't sound this normal in Chinese. And then using let's see. So sorry, I'm struggling to find the right words for this. And using one's astrological house. I know it's kind of weird to say that. Because that's what a gongwei is like. So sorry, I know it's not like that easy to. And like the implicit meaning of each member of each star of the zodiac, you can then determine an individual's like, I'm trying to think. It's like it's the thing where like it could determine whether something is bad, like there's trouble coming or there's blessing coming. I forget what would we call that situation in English. Like fortune one's like once I know I'm struggling to think of how to say that in English. Like fortune, I guess one's actual like fortune, like a person's fortune maybe, or their life fortune. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Person. Anyway, he's just saying that, like, yeah. This has some common points with with Western astrology. Or sorry, Septim is replying with that, and he's saying like, that does have some similarities with Western astrology. Would you be able to tell me more about it? Septim, stop. I can't translate this much, man. Okay, well, yeah, we're getting into the I mean, like, this is interesting from maybe an academic point of view, although it doesn't really. Like, the Qijing Siyu is divided into 12 houses. Like, yeah, that's the best I can. That's like, I think officially it's called houses in English. And it is divided into the house of life, the house of riches. Yeah. Cai Mian is like. Yeah, I didn't know this either, by the way. I am really not like ultra familiar with Chinese astrology either, so like it's kind of out of my pay grade. Right? The house of wealth, the house of brotherhood, the house of field and home, the house of children, or sons and daughters, maybe. The house of slaves, and the house of husband and wife. The house, the house of illness and danger, or Ji Wei is like. Just double checking. But it is quite fascinating how this all came. Like, if you think about how was astrology developed, like over time, right? The house of disease and danger, the house of, let's see, house of movement. I don't know how to speak. Maybe like travel, or yeah, or migration. You use migration anyway. Like a moving far away, yeah. House of migration. The house of. Hold on. I'm also doing this to double check my own work in case I'm understanding this. The house of government, I guess. Government officials. The house of blessing, and the house of appearance, or like one's appearance, maybe. Actually, Xiang Mao. Xiang Mao is one's appearance. Of like blessing and morals, I guess. Maybe that's what actually blessing and morals in particular. Alright, we're at the, let's see, the 12 constellations of the zodiacs names are, alright, we're gonna tell it's time to get the familiar zodiac signs to view people in the West. Because I forget who's who. Let's see, because Renma, that's like the centaur. What's the centaur? Which zodiac sign was a centaur again? Oh my goodness, this is bad. I don't really know the zodiac. Sagittarius, thank you. I was like, which one was it? The Sagittarius. The Scorpio is Scorpio, and then oh my goodness. Let me just. I only know my own one. Of course, it's Leo's the one I know. But hey, hold on a second. Yeah, what was the giant crab again? Because Pisces is like the fish, I think. Yeah, I know. I really should have written down like which one is which. Which back when we were dealing with this in the underground tomb. Give me a sec. I already got Scorpio off. Thank you. The scales is Libra. Yeah, I was like forgetting. Libra, Virgo, Leo. Thank you, by the way. Cancer is the crab. Yeah, Cancer. And then Taurus is the cow, the golden calf. Taurus, Aries, the white goat. Gemini is the dual fish. Aquarius once again is the bottle or the jar, and Capricorn is the hold on a sec. Actually, what is Capricorn? Because like even the word in Chinese is like what? I think it's just called Capricorn, 摩羯座. But I don't actually know what a Capricorn actually is. Like the word here is like the use is what we call Capricorn in Chinese, but even Jie doesn't really mean anything. It's just that it's like apparently it's the word weather, but I don't know what a weather is. Yeah, what is the yin yang one anyway? Exactly. I think we're gonna skip that one. I don't think that's an actual thing there. I don't think that's an actual constellation. Because let me count it like. So let's see, 1, 2, because we had the Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, that's 10, and Capricorn, 11. 12 it's Pisces. Oh, I see. Actually, yin yang is Pisces. The circling fish. Oh, because that's the thing. That's not it. I guess that makes sense because Pisces is a fish, so the yin yang symbol does have that. Pisces does look like the yin yang symbol itself, or yin yang. In case you want to hear what it sounds like with the proper tones. In any case, those are the 12 constellations y'all should be familiar with in the West. Except apparently I'm not familiar with it either. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I forget which is which though. Because in Chinese, they're not described by their... Yeah, actually it's wrong, isn't it, right? Xuan Yuan is Pisces. Because it has to have... What is yin yang in the end then? So is that Gemini? But Gemini is a 双胞胎, like, yeah, it's twins, so... Yeah, yin yang must be Gemini then. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, sorry guys, we're all trying to figure out. Because in Chinese, they don't use the name. They use the name in Chinese is the describer of is what the thing actually is. So that's why I had to, like, make a conversion. Like, which one is which again? Because I don't deal with these astrological signs in Chinese very often. Maybe I should know these for future, but I don't know how often we'll be running into this, but it would be useful. I mean, I don't know. Astrology is not a big part of my life either, so sorry if it's not like I don't know this off the top of my head. Heck, I probably could have named everything until like without aid in English. In any case, yeah, interesting. That Gemini is the twin one is called the Yin Yang constellation, which is interesting. Yeah, I think like I don't think Gemini is Yin Yang either though. So it's not. So it's a typo. I do have to wonder I do have to wonder if it's like a mistake in the original text too, back in the original game, but whatever. It's not a big enough deal. Thank you for your explanation. Like, I think... I surmise that the Qi Yu Si Yu fortune-telling method perhaps originated out in the West or in Europe. Yeah, he's saying stuff like yeah, it's of course they decide the CPM is horrendous, so I can barely keep up with this. Yeah, we're not going to like the fourth. Oh my goodness, what are you? Yeah, in any case, this is where I don't want to spend too much more time on this. We want to move things along, so I'm not going to. Like, in any case, he's just making a bunch of fortune-telling lines. Like, I don't know, unless Illusion, you had anything you wanted to translate for the audience, but I don't feel it's particularly interesting. like he's describing, perhaps the best way to say it is like he's describing like locations, and sometimes he said like in this fourth, the number 4 is blah 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 blah. Even though this was not translated, yeah, it's because it's so crypt. I think ultimately the translators were like, this is all just like fortune telling stuff. It's even for a Chinese speaker, they're like, it doesn't really make a whole ton of sense. But he's saying like this stuff like locations or like some what is in like each of the astrological house that we were talking about. But it's unfortunately the CPM's horrendous, so we can't just pause this, watch what we're doing. So they translated his regular dialect, but not the ones that I figured. Yeah, probably because my guess is that because like not only was it paying to translate, its CPM is horrendous and it's not relevant to the story really. To be honest, it's just an interesting little like note, interesting like lore for the player to discover if you're a Chinese speaker. But even for a Chinese speaker, I'm like, I can't read that fast, man. The CPM's horrendous. So another, oh, this is a Buddhist. This is a Lohan. Oh, this is like some kind of robe. Let me see. What do we translate this type of clothing to? Sorry, my nose is leaking badly too. It still is even after I took the medicine, so that's a little annoying. Sorry. So this is the, I think, so yeah, this, as you can tell, it's monk clothing, and this is the Kasaya. It's apparently what it's the name of this outfit is. So one nice thing, it would cut in an enemy's physical attack in half for 5 turns. Is it equipment that you can wear? No. Can Kama wear it? No, you cannot. So I guess it's an item you would use. Oh, sorry, I think I stepped on some. Unless it crashed. That would really suck. Oh, what did I press on something? Oh, I see what happened. Sorry, I unplugged the switch for a second. It will come back soon enough. Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally kicked the AC adapter. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me just unplug and replug the switch again. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally stepped on the AC adapter. Oopsies. My bad. We'll get sound in just a moment. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sorry about that. The game did not crash. That was entirely my fault. I stepped on kicked the AC adapter and unplugged the switch dock in particular. He's doing some chat, a Buddhist like chat. It's a goodness. How fast is this going? It's not super important for you to see this dialogue, but anyway. This is the smiling monk. He says, "With one smile, my worries go away. With 2 smiles, my anger dissipates. With 3 smiles, how do I say this? So all these practitioners of different." Let's see. My regrets are ended, I guess, maybe thing. With 4 smiles, illness and demons escape me. With 5 smiles, I no longer grow old. With 6 smiles, I am... Le Xiao Yao is like, I head to Nirvana, or like, I guess I should be like, I am joyful and joyful and free. Maybe I should say it, or like unbound, or like I am like unfettered is like the other word. How they translate it, like it implies that you are free and like unrestrained. Let's see. If you are always like basically this is an expression, but it says if you are always smiling, you will have longevity beyond old age. Essentially, it's basically saying you'll live longer if you smile more. With 6 smiles, I become a happy Xiao Yao. That's a little joke because in Chinese, in a different series called Sword and Fairy, the main character's name is Xiao Yao, the word for being free and unfettered. So we're making, that's a little joke. He's the Xiao Yao. It just happens to be the emoticon you have access to. As I think it's the free members can use that emoticon. I don't think I put that behind the subscription. Yeah, it's free to use. So he's the little smiling fellow over there on Twitch chat. He's the main character of Sword and Fairy 1, so it is not this game series. So a little joke there. He basically, yeah, you'll live longer if you smile more, is basically what he's saying. Neat. Some more flavor stuff. World build. I mean, in a sense, it's world building but it's like non-fiction world building. I almost said the Xuan Yuan Sword is a fascinating series in a sense that it feels it's like non-fiction, like it's historical fiction. So it's just kind of funny to see the stuff that's based on real life and the stuff that's not based on real. That's definitely like fantasy. It kind of like, obviously do not take it as a history book. Oh, the stone room of the Xuan Yuan sword itself. Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna walk out, save, and then we're gonna go obtain the Xuan Yuan sword. The legendary sword that is in every game of the series up to this point. I do not know for future games, but obviously this is the name of the Xuan Yuan sword is the name of the sword that this game series is named after. The sword of the Yellow Emperor. The stone room, the Xuan Yuan sword. Finally. We have arrived, Septim. This is the immortal of legend that I spoke of. Master Huiyuan, I don't see anyone at all. All I see is that single sword. What's going on? There is no need to be alarmed. I am the immortal of the Xuan Yuan sword. I am... I am the immortal that has been... Xuan Yuan is like... formed by a magical... let's see. Or yeah, I was changed match was like formed. I know like yeah, I am the formed immortal produced by changing the ancient sword of a thousand years transformed. Yeah, I am the yeah, sorry, I just like could not think of the right words for things. But anyway, I am an ancient, 1,000-year-old ancient sword from China, transformed into an immortal. I have been waiting for you. I have awaited you a long time. Interesting. So yep, there's the immortal. He's now the ancient sword. We have seen it before. Even back in Xuan Yuan Sword 1, it was already a ancient sword. That's how ancient it is. Because Xuan Yuan Sword 1, though are like the spring and autumn period, is quite a long time from the Tang Dynasty. So hundreds of years have already passed at this point. And even back in the spring and autumn period, it was already an ancient sword. So that's how ancient it is. And yes, this is the first. At the time, it was only in the form of a sword. I think this is the first time we've seen the sword take human form. Let's see. Young friend, you have brought upon you great trouble. And because you are deeply involved, Hui Yuan especially came here especially to to make a request of myself to help you. Nay, you knave. Let's see. We have not even solved the first trouble, and yet a second greater one has come to my doorstep. Come, young friend. Please follow. Go together with me to the outside a moment. Uh-oh. Looks like there's someone is... Let me guess. Miles is outside? Oh yeah, I did have to wonder. If speaking of Miles, I wonder if he has any memories of his human... Like, cause remember that he loved Lillian. I do wonder if there's a part of Miles that is that way, or like, is it suppressing like the original will of Miles when Lord Satan awakened? Do they meld together? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we are going to save here for safety. Yup, I knew it. I knew it. I did not expect Widad and Nicole to be here though. So, that's a little interesting. Nicole is crying, of course. Miles! Yeah. Oh boy. I figured this might happen. Humph. Septum. To think that I trusted and respected you so much, and yet, what did you... how do I say this? Let me think. Hold on. Let's see. And yet, what do you take the friend, the friendship that I had with you. Or like, how do you take it as? Maybe, how do I take it? And yet see how little you value the ties of friendship that I have with you. I say it's a statement. In Chinese, it's more like a question, but it's a rhetorical question. So that's why I tried to change it to something a little more like probably how you would say it in English. In Chinese, we often use rhetorical questions in some cases, but in English, sometimes it doesn't quite sound that great as a rhetorical question. In our past lives, we promised that in our present lives, we would go together to conquer the demon realm, the human realm, and the heavenly realm. I have already conquered a majority of the demon realm. And now... and now, just as I was going to become ruler of the human realm, you abandoned you abandoned me in the midst of that journey. Yeah, the Bantu Erfei is actually like giving up in the middle. You've chosen to give it up in the middle. I guess I could have said that too. And yet, in the midst of our campaign, you have chosen to give up. I could have said something like that. It's probably the way I would actually translate it, because that's what he's saying. So this is the king of the demon realm in the west, Satan. What? Certainly, and most a very certainly an ideal or like an ideal soldier of youth. Yeah, he's just saying that he's young and like he has the look of a warrior. And yes, Miles is very young, so that's why he looks that way. Let's see. How do I say this? Like, let's see. That dashing spirit truly can truly swiftly overwhelm oneself. But military power will never be able to truly conquer anything. This young man here has already recognized that fact. Thus he wishes to find his own answer. Old man, just who might you be? Who might you be? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Like, okay, yeah, sorry. I had to rearrange the I just wanted to make sure I got it. Let's see. By what qualifications do you believe you can reprimand me for my... You can rebuke me. Septim, you mustn't be influenced by these people. Let's see. Great army of the Franks. Let's see. How do I say this? I have already reorganized the army of the Franks. By herself, Widad is unable to calm. Like how do I say this? Hold on. Let me just make sure I got this right. My guess is that at this point, I don't think this is a dream, but then again, are they really going to change history by having Charlemagne die? I don't know. Let's see. Buyers of Widad is unable to suppress the fear of the army of the 30,000 soldiers of the army of Islam. I require your help. Sorry, just want to make sure. Now the kingdom of Tang. Let's see. Is near. With just one. Now with just one movement of our army, the entire world will fall within our hands, and then the dream that our past lives had will finally be fulfilled. Or the wish would be fulfilled. Wish, maybe, would be better. Let's see. Miles. The friendship... you have... I am very moved by the tie of friendship that you have with me. But I wish to walk my own path and not the path of others. I'm certain perhaps many things have happened in my past life, but now I have I don't seem to have a single recollection of it. To me, it already has no meaning. Septim, you... he's angry. The king of the demons of the West is angry. Yeah, he says it so not nonchalantly. I like how he's not even intimidated. That's pretty funny, actually. We've been made to fear Satan this whole time, and yet that the child of the Xuan Yuan sword is like, whatever. Just, oh, he's angry. Lol. That's pretty funny. They're that powerful. All right, very well. I've always believed that might truly is everything. If you wish to reject me, then you will need to use your strength to convince me. Miles, There is no, Miles. There is no need for us to to fight each other like this. And he even says, which means like we don't have to kill each other. Yeah. Enough talk. You who... You who abandoned your own comrades. I, Satan, hold you in the deepest amount of contempt. You know, it's interesting. That Septim insists on calling. He's never called Miles Satan, by the way. He has always called him by his human name. If anything, he's holding fast to like, we are not beholden to our past life. So that's why he insists on calling Miles by his present self and not the past self that he had. Let's see. Miles, please don't interfere in my affairs anymore. I have things that I must do. Humph. If you wish to convince me, then use your own power to prove that what you say is correct. Oh boy. Since this is Miles, I am definitely going to use the ultimate one of my ultimate techniques. Where the heck is Kaba? I know Kaba, come on, aren't you going to help me? But in any case, we're going to try to use the 8-hit attack to hit him with a physical attack. This is Satan Miles. Ow. Swords. 155. But I can hit him for harder, technically. But I missed. Concept him. Come on, man. There you go. Ow. I'm very fast, too. I can... Ow! 601. Dang. Come on, healing factor. Let's go. As long as we outdo the damage, 540, we can beat him. This isn't like before. Uh-oh. He restored his health, I think. Oh, that's kind of stinks. Oh no. Ouch. The demonic power, demonic aura. Reaches the peak or something like that. That's the name of the technique he used on me. Alright, come on. Let's put him to 590. That really hurts. I don't know if we're gonna get it there. Ow. Alright, ultimate technique, round 2. Let's go ahead and use the flying sword. Yes, got him. Satan Miles like, damn you! Uh-oh. Ow. Like endless illusion or something like that. I don't know. Septum, they all said. Both Widad and Nicole say. It seems that I had so much trouble that I couldn't beat him without the help of that really powerful monster you caught in the previous dungeon. Oh, interesting. Maybe I guess that I was basically being helped a lot by the vampirics, the blood, like the artifact that restores health from physical damage, which has been saving Septum's butt. So, but nice, but interesting. Anyway, and let's hear what he has to say. It seems that I must now Yeah, I didn't remember that artifact. Oops. No worries. See, it is now my turn to take the stage. And by the way, he always calls himself Lao Shen, which means like this old man or like this old body. It literally means this old body. But like it doesn't sound right in English, so I have abbreviated it. I could have said this old man. He could have, like, but it could sound a little bit. It is supposed to sound like a little otherworldly. But anyway, let me continue. It is time to fulfill the promise I made back then to Hui Yan. Hey, old man, what are you trying to do to my septum? Huh? Why did it turn to night? This is the desert. Weren't we on the mountaintop? Why have we ended up in the middle of the desert? Kama says, Where is this? When did we when did we come to this place? Let's see. Heaven knows. This should be. This should be a desert where just right after sunset. Meow 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 meow. This Let's see. Look carefully. All that happened earlier was all an illusion. Only now have you finally returned to the real world. Or that says the world of reality. Ah. So, as suspected, and as anyone good history student should know, there was no way history could be altered so severely to the point where Charlemagne would die, and it seems like we thought 5 years had passed, but in the end, we are still back at that moment, right before Septim was going to go to Huiyan, to go off to this kingdom of town. Wow, the convincing illusion, though. not referring to you, Illusion Queen. What? Meow! It was the King of Illusions. We were all deceived. No wonder nothing like. Anyway, hold on. Right. Hold on, sorry, just got. Yeah, I may have to, and after this scene is finished, but let's see. Sorry, just got a message. But, anyway. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Let me finish this scene though. Alright, well, anyway. Not so long enough that made me doubt myself too. Yeah, exactly. It was a very convincing illusion. So dang, so that's true. Only there was one thing that should have clued us in, like the fact that there were certain people that were not there. I mean, Mori was there, but no. So that's actually pretty interesting. Let's see. So from the very beginning, we were being... he was toying with us. So in the end, we had been he was toying with us in his illusion. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Meow, 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 meow. So I see. These 5 years were all let's see. These 5 years were all manufactured. Maybe that's too new of a term. Were all created by the king of illusions. Let's see. Let's see. So these 5 years were made up by the king of illusions. King of illusions as like hold on a second. Let me think. No, wait. So this illusion meant to deceive us, or sorry, these 5 years that the king of illusions created were merely an illusion to deceive us. Yeah, king of illusions. No, king of mirages. Sorry, you're right. It's the king of mirages. I was like, oh, hold on a minute. You're right. It's the mirage king. The king of mirages. You're right, because that's it. Remember, we specifically said he is from the desert. Sorry, I brain farted for a second, because he is very good at creating illusions and mirages. So he made a super mirage. So that's the beam of light that happened. So Miles was even here the whole time. Back then, I wanted to take Septum back to Damascus. And then afterwards, everything that happened was all an illusion? So all of that time that such a long period of time, all of that was false? Immortal of the Xuan Yuan sword. Let's see. I have always not, how do I say this in English? Let's see. I have always stayed out of your affairs. Why have you interfered in mine? So this is... Let's see. Of course I must interfere. You young little monster have been going out and bewitching others. Did you really think I wouldn't be able... I would leave you alone? Or I could leave you alone, Midgener. In the past, you too were a student who held who had the spirit of seeking seeking of seeking the true path. Who lost his way because of mirages in the desert. Because of these mirages in the desert as he was heading towards India. So in the end, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. As he was heading in the desert, and then ended up dying, and then it ended up dying. So yeah, so he died because he got lost in the desert. The King of Mirages. Let's see. I never would have thought that. How do I say this? I never would have thought that you, from that point forward, you would you would flip the situation and be unwilling to see any other. I like 修道子, maybe we should seek Dao. Maybe I should say like Taoist. I don't know. No, but it's not Taoism though, so maybe I should not say that. You would be unwilling to see anyone heading west to. Let's see. Any traveler heading west to seek the truth path to succeed. So your soul then remained in the desert. Let's see. Desert. Going all throughout to cause those travelers to get lost. Pilgrims, yeah, pilgrims. That is actually, Childouts is like a pilgrim, actually. Pilgrim sounds like his better. The one who seeks the true path could be a pilgrim. And a pilgrim is not necessarily confined to one religion, although a lot of times pilgrims are associated with like Christianity or Islam, but you know. Immortal of the Xuan Yuan sword. Last time, these people looked down upon my illusions. Let's see. I wish to use my a few little small illusions of mine to let these people witness their own witness their foolish appearance as they were bewitched by those very same illusions. Let's see. If you had let me continue, these people would all have died in the journey to conquer. At the very, we'll all end up dying in the journey to the Eastern conquest. But I did not predict that that you and that dead old monk and the spirit of that dead old monk would interrupt me in the middle. King of Mirages. The heart of man is as an illusion. Let's see. By spending all day creating illusions, you yourself have been your own. In the end, your own heart has also been bewitched, hasn't it? Come, my young friend, you have a kettle in your possession. Go ahead and open it. I will use its strength, its power. I wish to borrow its power. My bronze kettle. Oh, the fusion kettle has been opened. In the name of the immortal of the Xuan Yuan sword, fusion kettle, please. Let's see. Please receive this monster for my sake. Oh, yep. What's going on? My old friend, the fusion kettle. It has been hundreds of years. I have not seen you for hundreds of years. And to think I would be reunited with you in a let's see, in such a foreign place. We truly have a strange destiny. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I still can't believe that 5 years. These 5 years were all an illusion intended to deceive. No, my young friend. You do know that you have the power to travel, that you yourself have a power to travel through time. The King of Mirages the King of Mirages made use of your own ability. That ability of yours. It seems that you are still unable to control it. But the King of But the King of Mirages was able to bring it out. So what you experience seems to be reality and not an illusion. I guess that's the best way to put it. And not a fabrication, I guess. It was real? Yes. The King of Mirages used your power to bring everyone into the future. And even though a small portion of it was an illusion,
but the vast majority of it was real. So you're saying these events will happen in the future as let's see. So you're saying these future events will happen as we saw. If you were to go back to go together with this Arab woman to her country, in the end you will marry her, and then let's see, and then you will become a conqueror and go and command an army together with Satan to conquer the East. But there is a point that will be different. And that is, if you decide to go conquer the East, your master Xuan Yuan will never again appear before you to stop you. So that's the only difference because obviously that will not happen because Xuan Yuan is dead. So he would have actually ended up killing Pepin. Why? The one who brought me here to find you. It was Master Xuan Yuan himself. No, he is interesting. I know this is all the timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. Oh my goodness. This is getting a little crazier than I anticipated. I thought it was a simple illusion, but in the end, it turns out there's actually a lot more to it than we thought originally believed. No, he is already gone to Nirvana, or he's passed away, yeah. Let's see. When you cremated him, he has forever disappeared from this world. Yeah, because he's obtained Nirvana, essentially. The reason you were able to see him is because the King of Mirages used his own power of mirages and illusions. And in the hopes that he would be able to deceive you all, to completely deceive you. But he never predicted that by doing so he would give an opportunity for the soul of Xuan Yuan to make an appearance and destroy his entire scheme. Is that so? So Master Xuan Yuan truly has left forever. Even after he passed away, he still cared so much about me. Young friend, there is an important person that I wish for you to see. So now let's see. Yeah, this is getting long. I know, this is a very long sequence, by the way. So let me take all of you to my mountain. Everyone, you must Your hearts must certainly be in disarray. I will return back to my stone cave. After you have all collected yourselves, you can go there to find me. Well, this is awkward. Is this the real Mount Tian? Or is it an illusion once again? What are you saying? Of course it's the real Mount Tian. Let's see. Let's see. Have you already lost your mind staying so long inside an illusion? You're right. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe that's what happened. My husband Septim. Oh, that's gotta be weird. Technically, they're not married yet. Question mark? Okay. It is. I think this is a good stopping point. We're probably gonna have a lot of conversations, so I am going to hold off on this for now, and we will continue with this on the next one. So, yeah, it was gonna be a long conversation, and like we have 3 minutes left. There's not enough time to give the. Yeah, that's gotta be weird. They're technically, you got married in an illusion, but guess you're not married right now. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's not continue on. And anyway, let me tell you, we do have a Discord where you can discuss this game and other games of interest. Or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or X or Blue Sky down below. You can also see archives of previous streams on that YouTube page, or if you're watching on YouTube, you're already there. So I have been uploading. Most of it's not public right now, and I will do so when it is more. I have like uploaded a lot more on the private side, so you will see a lot more of streams from much earlier. I'm trying to get us to try to beat the May 19 deadline. It might not happen, but I'll try my best, and if not, I do back up all the streams locally as well in the event that I don't get to upload everything quickly enough. But anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll continue this on Wednesday and see where things go. I know, it's crazy. Hold on. There's a lot going on. Oh. But anyway, thank you all for watching. And I guess, as always, 晚安, which means good night. And 下次再见, which means see you next time. And 谢谢收看, which is thank you for watching. 求神祝福人, may God bless you, and 愿你的一天有福, and may your day be full of blessing. Alright, hope you guys had a good one. And now, yeah, Queens are gonna go crazy now. See you guys. Bye now.